What is going on, guys? We are going to be talking about Workhorse because they are up about 18% today on some very good volume. Now, what is pretty crazy here is shorts are continuing to double down on their short positions, going from about 44% short interest now to almost 50% short interest. This is going to lead to a somewhat of a clover event, possibly even bigger. Now, we're going to get into it, everything you guys need to know from the short interest and the technical analysis. There's not too much news about this, so we're not going to be going over any kind of news in this video, but I'm going to be showing you guys my positions and trades that I do have on Workhorse that I really like. So without any further ado, make sure to tap, tickle, touch, or smash the like button, as well as comment down below and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Now, getting right into it, like I said, Workhorse up almost 19% right now, currently sitting at $16.59. It is quite volatile, and we just passed over that 19% mark. We're actually starting to uptick right now. You can tell we're starting to get some good volume. Now, as far as the trades that I put on, I'm going to tell you guys this first things first. We do have a Workhorse $16 call for July 16th. This one is up 50.41%, up $124. Bought it at $246, currently at $370. So I really like that trade. As far as the other one that I got, I am down quite significantly on this because I got it 2 days ago when it was pretty much at the same price, but Workhorse did fall down to about $14. So I did get a little bit clapped on this. I'm not worried about it at all because it's the June 18th, and that is the $19 call. I am down 54.36%, down $213. The other one is making up for it, but I still think this will be good once a squeeze does happen later into the week. And keep in mind, we could see a huge move even in after hours or tomorrow or throughout the rest of the week. So I do think right now where this sits, this is definitely not a bad trade to get into for the $179 that it would cost to purchase. Now, getting into the short interest, this is where it gets pretty dang crazy. Look at this. Free flow on loan, 48.5% of the total shares are sold short as of right now. And even this data that is saying today, it says today's changes, but you have to factor in the T+2. So really this data was for Friday, but even Friday Workhorse did pretty well. What was that, the 4th? I do believe that was the 4th. Yeah, they didn't do too bad. They started off kind of down, and I mean, I guess they did do pretty bad, but they weren't bad in the overall grand scope of things. We've seen this massive rally, and shorts did not cover whatsoever during this whole period of us going up and then coming back down, and now we're going back up. Shorts have been doubling down, and we do have borrowed shares of 2.47 million, return shares of 1.49 million. So that is a net gain to the total share count that is sold short of 984.7 thousand shares. And now just keep in mind too, this data does not fully refine until about 8 o'clock at night. So if you guys want that updated data in a short little video, let me know down below in the comment section. I will provide that if enough of you guys want to see the final numbers. Now, I really do like how this sits. Shares on loan of 55.77 million. Days to cover 3.6. So days to cover is pretty important here. It's essentially saying if every single short wanted to cover their position, how long would it take? It would take 3.6 days to cover their position. As more volume does come in, you will see this days to cover start to go down, and essentially it's just telling you that we could see a prolonged uptrend if shorts do want to get out of their positions. Like I said, once we get more volume coming in, we could see that fast short squeeze. But overall, I do think it looks very good. Utilization is at 95.07%. So out of 100% of shares that institutions or hedge funds are willing to sell short, 95% of those are already sold short. So that is pretty high in the grand scope of things. There's about 5% more shares that could be sold short, but who wants to short Workhorse after it's on this massive rally? And you see what Clove did today, going up about 100%. Made a massive trade on that as well. Killed it, totally destroyed it, blew it out the water. If you guys want to be a part of that when I send out buy and sell alerts, check that out, link down below in the description. It pays for itself over and over and over again. As far as the technical analysis, it looks very good right now, guys. We are firmly above our 50-day moving average, which currently sits at $15.77. Our 200-day moving average currently sits at $14.25. We're actually going up right now, and the first thing that I do want to point out to you guys is this obvious trend line from last night's after hours and into the day today. We have been pretty much consistently consistently legging up, besides when we hit about $17.41, came down to about $15.24. Now we are going back up. And the thing that I want to point out here, if we can ride this trend line, and that would be a strong close or a strong move into close today and even into after hours, if we can get to about this $18 resistance mark, you will see this gap up, right? When you get the trend line to the resistance level, once you break that resistance level, 9 times out of 10 you see a further gap up from there. And considering we have 50% of the float that is sold short, shorts are in a very, very vulnerable position right now, and that's something I want to make very, very clear. There is pretty much no news with Workhorse, but the technicals are here for a huge move to the upside, and that is why I'm trading this. I don't just talk out of my ass. If I am hyping something up, I usually have a trade in it. I don't care what you guys do. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, so do whatever you want to do for your risk level and your account balances. Now, as far as potential downside, as of right now, it looks to be about $14, but considering we are at $16.58, I wouldn't say that far. I think about $15 would be the key level to watch. That is where we gapped up into after hours, and that is where we opened today at about $15 per share. We kind of gapped up right from open today, but that is pretty much where we were at with a strong consolidation in after hours. So that is the key level I would watch as far as potential downside, that $15 mark. And like I said, the upside at about $18 is another key level to watch. As far as breaking or pulling it out, we have zero resistance above this $18 mark. So if we do cross that with some good volume, and I do think we could do a clove type move and probably go up 100% in a single day, I wouldn't be surprised if that is tomorrow and start ripping up into after hours like we did see with clove. A lot of eyeballs are going to Workhorse, so I do think this will be a great trade. Like I was saying, as far as the $18 resistance level, we have zero resistance levels after that. This is where they lost the contract for the UPS, Oshkosh or whatever it's called, basically stole it out from under them, and that's where you've seen that huge gap down from about $33 down to about $13, and I actually made a trade on that and made a bunch of money. But as far as after 18, I think $33 would be your next resistance level. If we do see that 100% move tomorrow, that would put us at about that price, right? 100% from $16, $34, I think it would get some resistance around $33. Now this is totally just speculation and hoping for the best, but I do think that is the most possible outcome here. I really don't see us falling given the eyeballs we do have on Workhorse and all the other factors that are leading to my belief of this short squeeze. Now, like I said, 200-day moving average at $14.25. That's going to be a key level to watch. That's where we will probably get some very, very strong support if we do break that $15 mark. So I will go ahead and mark that right here. But as far as going into the future, I think it'll be very, very good. And there's a lot of I thinks here. So do what you got to do. Like I said, I cannot stress that enough. Do not risk anything you are not willing to lose. Now, that is pretty much it for the technicals. MACD does look slightly bearish right now for some weird reason. We're up 19%, but it does look bearish, and that is when the yellow line is below the blue line. The CCC line is the yellow line below the signal line. That is signaling a bearish move, and we do see quite a bit of outflows compared to the beginning. We've seen a bit of inflows, so not quite sure why that is coming up like that. You'd think it would be bullish, but the RSI is pretty much neutral at 5640, so nothing too crazy to see there. I guess it signifies we could see a move to the upside before we do go into overbought territory. Now, as far as how I would trade this if I didn't have a position, like I said, I want to get some time, either the June 25th or more than likely the July 16th. Depending how much money you have to spend, I want to get closer to the money. So if you could get these 200s for 260, that is not a bad deal right here. And then you could even sell the 21 for, you know, the price you paid for this one once it does go up to there, and be able to secure some profits like that. If you guys know about options trading strategies, this is a pretty clear no-brainer as far as playing it. I think it'll be very, very good. Now, that is pretty much it for this update. That is the technicals, what it is looking like right now, and the short interest, and everything else you guys need to know about how I'm trading this, how you guys could trade this if you did want to. So if you want more videos like this, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links down below in the description, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.